Academy graduation 2025, grade 13. And I'm here with Lorenzo Hall, HOD. We're streaming live. You're already. Good evening, and we are live here. Welcome to WOW TV, Hillel Academy's TV station. My name is Auntie Nushi and Nushka May, and we are here at the grand finale, IB grade 13, 2025 graduation. What a joy it is to be here. I see everyone walking by, and nobody wants to come and talk to me. Hi, Sim. Let me pose for the camera. For all you out there who did not get to come and see this, I hope you stay tuned. It's going to be an amazing graduation, and all the kids look amazing. We are almost ready to go. So who is our first guest speaker? I'm not seeing anybody. Everybody see the TV cameras, and nobody wants to talk to me anymore. Can we get some kids coming? Hi, how are you? And welcome to Hillel's graduation. And who are you here for?
I'm here for me. I'm here.
Can you give them your name, please?
Oh, I'm Dr. Sakina Hayden.
One of my past theater students.
You could have told me
student from Hillel. Graduate. Did you graduate?
A long time ago, I don't want to say.
Give me the year, me.
2010.
2010. All right. Hi. Hi, my Sakina. Wonderful. Go look. You'll find her. Oh, give her my love. Give her my love. Hello and welcome to our 2025 graduation. Come on in. And we're going to walk over to some of our graduates now to hear what they have to say. Come and let me interview you. Here we have Josh, who lived in the drama room. Josh is here. How many years have you been at Hillel, Josh?
I think it's close to 7 now. I've been here from grade 7, going up to 13.
And who was your form teacher in grade 7, Josh?
One, Anushka Mai Bonton. We love her.
Are you excited? What's next step for you?
Me personally, I'll be taking a gap year just because I think it's important to get some experience before you move on and, get to experience some culture. So I'll be taking a gap year. I'll be working. I'll be traveling, doing my thing. Hopefully, get some good perspective and, all of that.
Wonderful. I see my Mia. Mia, come talk to me quickly. I know it's super hot here today, guys. And we are here with Mia, singer, superstar extraordinaire as well. One of my theater girls. I noticed that it's all the theater people coming to me. Mia, tell me what's next for you.
Hopefully I'm going to go into film school, screenwriting, journalism. Yeah, I'm excited.
Give me what has been your most memorable moment at Hillel Academy?
My most memorable moments are always when I'm with my classmates. I love them all equally, and I don't know if I could have done IB without any of them.
Okay, and I know I am really the favorite teacher, but other than Auntie Nushi, who has been the teacher that has made the most impact in your life or on your life?
Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is my rock. Mr. Brown is my biggest supporter. I love him to death, and I'm so sad that he won't be my teacher anymore.
That's Mr. Omar Brown. So big up to Mr. Omar Brown if you're watching. He is actually here looking dapper as usual. Thank you, Mimi. All the best. And we will look out for those films that you'll be writing. Deputy Head Boy, come and give me a word. Please let them know your name and your role at Hillel Academy or what it was.
Okay. So my name is Ajani Campbell, and I was the previous upper school deputy head boy.
And where is Ajani going next?
So I'm going to Chapman University in Orange County.
Orange County, and what are you going to be doing?
I'm doing a double major in biological sciences and computer science.
Now Ajani came to us in grade 12 and did 12 and 13, but I taught Ajani preschool, and he came back to me. So Ajani, what has been your most memorable moment here at Hillel?
Honestly, I would say my most memorable moment was the lunch times, because there are some fun lunchtime activities like the karaoke days, the lemonade, so all of those different lunchtime activities, especially on just Sundays, I remember that the most.
Wonderful. Well, it has been a pleasure having you, and all the best, my baby. Come on in, girls. And we have a lovely parent here. And a lovely IB12 student. This is my Sai. This is Sahai. Sahai, you are IB12, but you're here for, why are you at grade 13 graduation?
My sister's graduating.
Her fabulous sister who dances beautifully. What has been your most, Sahai came to Hillel Prep, and then she left and went to Campion, but she's back with us at Hillel, like I always say. They always come back to me. What has been your most memorable moment this year in your first year back?
I don't necessarily have a memorable moment altogether, but just probably being back with all my friends from prep school in general.
Do you notice a difference between the Hillel culture and Campion culture?
Definitely. It's a lot less strict, I guess, and you kind of have more room to relax and just be yourself. Yeah.
And live your, yeah. All right. Thanks, Sai. This will be you in a year. Form teachers, I have Miss Gibson Brown here with me looking fabulous. We need form teachers on camera. Here we have Natoy Gibson Brown. Step back and let them see the fabulosity. Beautiful lady here, mathematics teacher extraordinaire. Tell us what your role is here at Hillel tonight.
I'm actually a narrator. as well as a form teacher for 13-3.
13-3. Who has been, I would say, the MVP of the year, the student that has made the most progress this year in your eyes?
To settle so that we can invite our graduates.
I would maybe say Tremani Smith, possibly Tremani Smith.
Tremani. What is Tremani? Where is Tremani? I'm going to find Tremani. Can anybody find Tremani for me? Thank you, Miss Gibson Brown. Lati? Here we have another form teacher coming in. Could you please let them know your full name and your role here tonight?
I am Latoya Bailey. I am grade 13-1 homeroom teacher. Yes, that's it.
What has been your most memorable moment teaching here at Hillel Academy? How long have you been teaching with us?
This would be the end of my 4th year here at Hillel. And my most memorable, well, there are lots of memories here, but I love how involved in different community aspects the kids are.
And we will remain standing for this playing of the national anthem. We remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Please be seated. Members of the Board of Governors and the Board of Trustees, President of the United Congregation of Israelites, Dr. Terry Hall, Director, Mr. Mark Rosenblum, Admissions and Business Support Manager, Mrs. Lorianne Macmillan Thompson, PTA President, Ms. Delia Alert, and other members of the PTA, Principal of the high school, Mr. Lloyd Holmes, Principal of the prep school, Mrs. Sharika Rose Foster, Vice Principal, Mrs. Pauline Steele Chambers, Guest Speaker, Dr. Sakina Hayden Matthews, esteemed educators, jubilant and quietly relieved parents, invited guests, and of course, the persons of the hour, or graduates, or soon-to-be graduates, good evening. I extend apologies on behalf of our chairman, who is unavoidably absent. He sends his well wishes and the heartiest congratulations to our graduates. I now invite Dr. Terry Hall to lead us through the invocation.
The Jewish community is so very proud of all that Hillel achieves, and this graduating class in particular. On Shabbat and special occasions, we bless our children, and so I'm going to give a blessing now. Would you please stand? Usually, when we bless our children, we gather under the talit, the prayer shawl, and if you would like, if you have another child beside you, you can put your hand on your child's head to bless your child. Yivareka Adonai v'yishmareka. May God bless you and keep you. Yer Adonai panav alecha v'yekoneka. May God's light shine on you and show you grace. Yisa Adonai panav alecha v'elsem lecha shalom. May God turn toward you and give you a world of peace. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grade 13 graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. I'm Pauline Steele, professionally Vice Principal and DP Coordinator, and once a year, a Master of Ceremonies by sheer administrative assignment. So let me be clear, if this emceeing gig hits choppy waters, I'll gladly go back to coordinating. The paperwork will definitely not grow on at my jokes, okay? So this evening, we celebrate a significant milestone under the theme, Beyond Horizons, Bold Dreams, Bright Future. Tonight, we gather at a moment much like the calm before setting sail. Charts reviewed, supplies packed, compass in hand. Our graduates stand ready, not at the end of their journey, but at the edge of a new horizon. And what a voyage it has been to get here. 2 years of navigating the winds of the IB Diploma program, sometimes smooth, sometimes turbulent, all while plotting a course through extended essays, theory of knowledge, internal assessments, and let's not forget the emotional squalls known as deadlines. They've captained their ships with courage, intellect, and yes, the occasional SOS to their teachers. But tonight, the harbor fades behind them. Ahead lies open waters, uncharted, unpredictable, full of bold dreams and the promise of a bright future. It takes a special kind of sailor to look beyond the visible shorelines and say, let's go further. And that's exactly what these students have done. So before we hoist the sails of celebration and let the winds of pride carry us through this evening, let us raise our metaphoric spyglasses and take a look at the extraordinary crew setting off. IB graduates ready to go beyond the horizons. At this time, it's my pleasure to invite our head of school, now in his second year steering the ship. He's known for his relentless curiosity and knack for asking questions no one else thought to ask, and ideas that never seem to stay inside the box or even acknowledge the box exists. Whether in meetings, hallways, or assemblies, he brings a perspective that reminds us not to settle for the easy answer, a fitting message as we celebrate a journey beyond the horizons. Please welcome Mr. Mark Rosenblum.
Good evening. I'll tell you, it's a little intimidating walking by you all because the energy is as impressive as you all look, and it's something to behold. So good evening to each of you. Good evening to everyone here. Thank you, Mrs. Steele Chambers. I'm humbled by your words. Mr. Chairman of the Board of Governors, Felipe Enriquez, members of the Board of Governors of Hillel Academy, including sitting trustees of the United Congregation of Israelites, the president of the United Congregation of Israelites, we just heard a beautiful invocation from in one of the most ancient of languages, in Hebrew. Thank you for being here, Ms. Terry Hall, Dr. Hall. Our guest speaker, Dr. Sakina Hayden-Matthews, we're grateful. Esteemed faculty, esteemed support educators, esteemed groundspersons, security guards, persons making this evening possible, parents, wow, it's a moment, guardians as well, and those who are parents, even when they're not officially parents, to each of these persons. Friends and supporters of Hillel, now in the past, throughout the decades, and IB cohort of 2025. Welcome to this most joyous of occasions. Now, the theme for this evening is a lot of words. They're good words, but I've done a little work with them. The theme is beyond the horizon, bold dreams, bright future. Sounds simple enough. Now, those who know me know I teach language. I'm very much a linguist. Language flows through my mind. I can't help thinking about it. It's a bit obsessive, right? So I'll tell you what I think of the acronym of those letters at the end, because I have a thought about it. And then my thought was, wow, I bet that theme sounds really good in French. So here it is in French. Au-delà de l'horizon, rêve audacieux, futur lumineux. That sounds nice, right? Okay. So then I was like, okay, I got to do this in Spanish also, and then I'm just going to have to honor all the other languages that I can't do it in right now. So for the Spanish one, my third language of acquisition, I verified with AI just to see my options. Whereas the French one, I said, that was my own, right? So this is what I decided to go with. From the different options offered, I then built. Más allá del horizonte, sueños audaces, brillante porvenir. That's nice too, right? Okay. These are the three languages of your home region, the Caribbean. So I think it's appropriate. Now, what am I supposed to say to you, to each of you, and to you all who support all of you about how to go about getting beyond the horizon? That starts with H, so I'm going to go with Hillel, okay? Beyond Hillel, beyond horizon. And to accomplish this incredible thing, bold dreams, bright future, it implies change the world. It implies so many things the world needs from you and that you want for you, even if you don't quite know exactly what that is yet. So I'm like, well, what do I tell them? And then, like a very good director, head of school, I was like, okay, well, let's look at the mission. And then I didn't have to look because my two favorite words in the mission are global citizen. And then I'm brought back to the fact that I'll bet, as I've said before, the persons in this room, and it's normal, or in any room, and each of you, might not necessarily hold, probably don't, the same definition, if even you have clarity at this moment of what you think that actually means. And it got me to thinking we really might want to spend more time on this. But it made me smile because I'm going to give you some thoughts about global citizenship because I think it's the best thing I can tell you that will help you achieve sueños audaces and futur lumineux. Okay? So I'm going to do this three ways. First, we're going to look at the IB learner profile. It's actually quite interesting, all right? If you were to define the portrait of our graduates, this is what the IB has said more or less since 1968, more or less the time Hillel was founded. Speaking for you all as a we strive to be knowledgeable about the world, natural inquirers, deep thinkers, communicators in a variety of ways, caring towards ourselves and others, principled in our actions, open-minded to all, balanced in our daily lives, risk takers in new learning situations, and reflective. If you feel like you're on your way to that, I think you can achieve tonight's theme. All right, then I said, okay, how did I used to define it? Because I've been doing this career of education with love for almost 3 decades now. So like, all right, let's cut it in half. 15 years ago, what was I thinking? I was a world department chair at the time. I was tasked to lead a world language program in a school just like this, kindergarten through grade 13. Very rare position. I thought, okay. They said, we need you to bring cutting edge, leading edge global education to the school. I said, okay, well, we need to know what that is. And it was a new thing at the time, this term. And this is what I thought it was at the time, as best I could tell. I used to say, it's a particular set of skills and competencies, stuff you know how to do. But it's more than that. It's a set of particular attitudes and mindsets. Okay, that sounds all good. But it still wasn't enough for me. It's a particular vision of personhood, what it means to be a person. But then people would ask me, well, but what is all that stuff? And it sounds good, okay, you need to know how to do things, you need to have a certain mindset, and you need to think about being a person, but how, what? Tell me more. And I was like, I just don't really know, I'm trying. And I'm going to tell you what I think now. And I imagine, as I hope for you all, your definitions of global citizenship, of yourselves, and just about everything else will continue to evolve in various ways. Currently, think about global citizenship with the sound that a hard C makes. And then I'll give you a sentence. Here's some words. Global citizens are centered. They're calm of character. Whether or not extroverted or introverted, I refer to character. Their confidence is in the core, not on the surface. They're curious about everything, compassionate about people and situations, questioning, not quite the same as curious, of themselves, of others, and of things that are assumed to be true, including questioning assumptions. Box redefining. There's a k in there. It's a hard k sound. Bear with me. And then, being a global citizen is something you continually cultivate. You're never done. That's right. So when I think of beyond Hillel, I leave you with that message, right? It's for Hillel to set you on the path, and it's for you to then walk the path. You are, here's another C, that's hard, called to global citizenship. It can't be thrust upon you. It can't be given to you or something you receive. Okay, so what's with this acronym I referred to? Okay, so look, there's a lot of words there. The acronym is BHBDBF. Okay? Now you're going to let me be a little cliche, okay? This year's theme was best self. If you seek to be your best self at all times, do the work day in and day out, because it's an active job. You don't just wake up and by default position, you're at your best self. Well, the B in beyond, it's going to be a little bit of anticlimactic moment, okay? The B of beyond the horizons, right? And the F, which comes at the end of the theme, futures. Everything else in the middle, all those other acronym letters, they symbolize everything else. B, best, self, f. And I bid you into the world. Being your best selves is being a global citizen. And being a global citizen is a person everyone in the world, no matter who they are, wants to be around. Congratulations for everything you've done, and to everyone who's helped them do it.
Thank you for your welcome, Mr. Rosenblum. See, I tell you, always profound, stimulates our mind and ourselves, both personally and intellectually. It's now time for the principal's greetings. I'm delighted to introduce someone who has anchored himself in the heart of the IB journey at this school. First as Diploma coordinator, and now as our principal. He has led with a steady hand and an ambitious vision, always looking beyond what is, toward what could be, and what, with enough will and work, will be. Whether he's championing innovation, cheering on students at every turn, pushing us all to imagine a better version of our school, his compass is firmly set on progress. In many ways, His leadership reflects tonight's theme, bold dreams, a bright future, and the courage to keep steering towards the horizon even when the waters get rough. Please welcome our principal, Mr. Lloyd Holmes, to share the principal's greeting.
The principal's greeting becomes the principal's rant. You have been greeted, so now it's time for me to just go on a rant. Yeah? You agree with me? No? Because if I don't go on a rant, you're going to be bored within 2 minutes. I cannot stick to script. All right, so let's do this. It's great having a captive audience. You can't go anywhere because you have to stay put for these young ones over here. All right, so I must greet Dr. Terry Hall, the president of the UCI. I must greet the Board of Governors and the trustees who are present this afternoon. And I must greet our guest speaker, Dr. Sakina Hayden Matthews, who was, and I'm giving it up a little bit of it, was of the first cohort of IB students that graduated from Hillel Academy. So, hi, Saki. Tonight is a celebration of hard-earned achievement and unshakable belief. But it's also a moment of transition, a sacred pause between the world they have known and the one that they are about to create, not inherit. As we gather to honor the IBDP class of 2025, I want to begin with this truth. You did not simply complete a curriculum. You endured it. You wrestled with complexity. You learned how to think, how to question, and how to lead. And perhaps most importantly, how to be. This academic year, we asked you to live as your best self. And each of you, in your own way, answered that call. Not perfectly, not without struggle, but with courage, with reflection, and relentless growth. And now, just as this chapter ends, you boldly name the next one with your chosen theme, Beyond the Horizon, Bold Dreams, Bright Future. What a declaration. What a challenge. Because you, graduates, are standing on a horizon of your own making. You carry with you not only the weight of academic achievement, but also the wings of opportunity, the wings of possibility. You are not just leaving high school, you are launching forward. You are stepping into a world that is changing faster than any previous generation has experienced. We are living in the age of AI, where algorithms can write, solve, and create. But while intelligence may be increasingly automated, empathy, creativity, ethics, and curiosity remain irreplaceable. And this is the reality you face tonight. You are graduating in a time when intelligence is cheap, but wisdom is rare. Let that be your edge. Be discerning users, yes? But more than that, be responsible stewards of the technology you inherit. You are also inheriting a world that is deeply fractured. From Gaza to Ukraine, from climate change and migration to economic inequality, you face crises that demand not just intellect, but heart. As one writer puts it, we don't need more smart people. We need more wise, brave, and compassionate ones. And that being said, your global education is a privilege. Don't use it to succeed. Use it to serve. Over the past 2 years, I've watched you become not just better students, but better people. You have moved from performance to purpose, from obsessing over grades to seeking meaning, impact, and connection. I'll never forget walking past the sixth form area during IA and EE season, and there was a strange hush, a stillness. I thought there for a moment that all of you had absconded and gone home. Then I spotted a group of you, 3 laptops open, one person editing a business IA, another frantically checking citations, and someone else calculating how many marks they could lose and still pass. That, my friend, was not stress. That was strategy. You weren't falling apart. You were engineering survival. And in true IB fashion, you did it with quiet intensity and a lot of loud eating. You have also taken on the big questions. I remember sitting in a TOK class where one astute student asked, if a tree falls in a forest and no one hears it, does it still make a sound? Or do we just post it on Instagram and see what the Gram Nation believers think? That moment made me laugh, but it also made me proud. You weren't afraid to explore ideas that are abstract, uncomfortable, and real. You didn't just do theory of knowledge, you lived it. And more than any grade or assessment, I was moved by how you lived out the IB values in the way you engaged with the world around you. This class did not just talk about service. They led with it. Through their CAS activities, they stepped out of their comfort zones and into communities where their presence made a real difference. You organized initiatives like Kicking for a Cause, supported the KPH Oncology Clinic, and stood with young mothers at Mary's Child's Home. You gave blood, literally, through Pulse for a Purpose, and you gave hope through fundraising for the NOV Cancer Foundation, just to name a few. As a collective, this grade raised nearly $2 million for deeply worthy causes. Give them a round of applause. That is more than money. That is compassion and empathy in motion. You weren't just checking a CAS box. You were building something far more meaningful, a life of purpose, a practice of empathy, and a habit of stepping up when others are in need. That's what it means to go beyond the horizon, not just in thought, but in action. Tonight, we also honor the foundation that made all of this possible, the school that grounded you, the teachers who challenged you, the families who supported you, the friendships that carried you. At Hillel, we have tried to give you 2 things, roots and wings. Roots grounded in personal responsibility, respect, and integrity. Wings formed by determination, courage, curiosity, and empathy. And as you transition to your new schools, remember this, you are not leaving home. You are carrying it with you wherever you go. Always Hillel Panthers. To the students and parents who remain, this moment is also for you. Because while this graduating class moves beyond the horizon, another generation prepares to rise. The future of education will no longer reward those who simply know the answers. It will belong to those who can ask the right questions, who can collaborate across boundaries, who can adapt, lead, and create ethically, responsibly, and humanely. At Hillel, our commitment remains clear: to prepare students not just for exams, but for life, for leadership, for a rapidly changing world that needs thinkers, makers, and peacemakers. Together, we will continue building a future where relevance, rigor, and values meet. Graduates, you have done the work. You have earned the title. You are ready. Go forward, but don't rush. Live boldly, but stay grounded. Dream daring dreams, but act with purpose. And if ever you doubt what you're capable of, remember that your true power is not in your transcript, but in the way you treat others, the risks you take for what is right, and the world you will help to build. As Emerson said, do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Be brilliant. Be bold. Be your best self, always. Congratulations, class of 2025. Your bright future awaits. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Your vision and enthusiasm have certainly helped our school to flourish academically, making us not only ready to take on, but as the IB mission statement says, ready to change the world. We will now have the presentation of the diplomas and the certificates. Our form teachers have been steady co-captains on this 2-year journey, guiding reflections, offering support, and keeping spirits afloat. From cast to council, students take the course and look beyond their horizons with confidence and heart. This year we have 3 form teachers. However, one, Mrs. Alexander Hall, is unavoidably absent as she has recently given birth. And so Mrs. Natoy Gibson-Brown and Miss Latoya Bailey are the 2 form teachers who will have the final honor of being orators for the distribution of the diplomas and the certificates. Some points to note: the honor awards are given to students who have averaged 75 to 100% in final grades. You'll also hear a few acronyms for clarity. They are HL, higher level, SL, standard level, AA, analysis and approaches for math, AI, not artificial intelligence, applications and interpretations, ESS, environmental systems and societies, and DS, digital society. I now invite Ms. Bailey to come to the stage to begin the presentation. She'll be joined by Mr. Rosenblum, who will be doing the official presentation, handing over.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Latoya Bailey, and I am the homeroom teacher for grade 13-1. It is my absolute pleasure to present the Diploma of Graduation and Certificate Awards. I want to say thank you to the families, friends, and faculty members who have supported these awardees throughout their journey. I will now begin. Abigail Ashley, Diploma of Graduation. Abigail receives an honors award for Spanish AB. Joshua Bramwell, Diploma of Graduation, second class honors. Joshua receives honors awards for HL Language and Literature and Business and Management. Sabria Bremer, Diploma of Graduation. Casey Butler, Diploma of Graduation. Casey receives an honors award for HL History and Spanish AB. Haley Butler, Diploma of Graduation. Haley receives an honors award for HL History, Business and Management, and a CAS Honor Award. Ajani Campbell, Diploma of Graduation. Ajani receives honors awards for SL Mathematics AA, Business and Management, and the Subject Award for SL Business and Management. Mia Castera, Diploma of Graduation. Mia receives honors awards for HL Language and Literature, History, and Global Politics. Sohan Chatani, Diploma of Graduation, second class honors. Sohan receives honors awards for HL Economics, Business and Management, a CAS Honor Award, and the Subject Award for HL Economics. Luca Chatani, Diploma of Graduation. Luca receives a CAS Honor Award. Benjamin Chetasing, Diploma of Graduation. Benjamin receives honors awards for SL Mathematics AA. Christy Dye, Diploma of Graduation. Christy receives honors awards for HL Business and Management and SL Language and Literature. Sebastian Dalo Lopez, Diploma of Graduation. Sebastian receives honors awards for HL Spanish B, a CAS Honor Award, and the Subject Award for HL Spanish B. Asha Davis, Diploma of Graduation. Asha receives a CAS Honor Award. Kenya Deer, Diploma of Graduation, First Class Honors. Kenya receives honors awards for HL, Language and Literature, Business and Management, Global Politics, SL Spanish B, Mathematics AA, Environmental Systems and Society, a CAS Honor Award, and the subject awards for HL, Business and Management, SL Spanish B, Mathematics AA, and Environmental Systems and Societies. Yuki Fang, Diploma of Graduation. Yuki receives honors awards for SL Visual Arts, English B, and school-supported self-taught Chinese, and the subject award for SL English B. Sarah Farron, Diploma of Graduation, Second Class Honors. Sarah receives honors awards for HL Global Politics, Language and Literature, Business and Management, and SL Biology, and a CAS Honor Award. Dennis Huang, Diploma of Graduation, Second Class Honors. Dennis receives honors awards for HL Biology, SL Economics, Spanish AB, a CAS Honor Award, and the subject award for SL Economics. Gabriella Hussey, Diploma of Graduation. Gabriella receives a CAS Honor Award. Marissa Hutchinson, Diploma of Graduation. Marissa receives honors awards for HL Business and Management. Caden Reese James, Diploma of Graduation. Jalissa James, go ahead. Diploma of Graduation, Second Class Honors. Jalissa receives honors awards for HL Business and Management, Biology, SL Spanish B, Mathematics AA, Language and Literature, a CAS Honor Award, and the subject awards for Language and Literature. Daniel James, Diploma of Graduation. Daniel receives honors awards for HL Global Politics, Language, History, and a CAS Honor Award. Javon Johnson, Diploma of Graduation. I would now like to hand over to Mrs. Natoy Gibson Brown, who will continue with the list of awardees. Thank you to our director, Mr. Mark Rosenblum, for presenting the graduates with their awards. I will now invite our high school principal, Mr. Lloyd Holmes, to the stage for the presentation of the remaining graduates.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Natoy Gibson Brown. As we continue to celebrate our graduates' achievements, it is my privilege to present to you the following graduates. Amelia Lee. Diploma of Graduation. Amelia receives honor awards for HL Language and Literature, Business and Management. Amelia is also recipient of a CAS Honor Award. Emily Lee. Diploma of Graduation. Emily receives an honor award for HL Business and Management. Emily is also recipient of a CAS Honor Award. Kimberly Lee. Diploma of Graduation. Kimberly receives an honor award for HL Business and Management. Soraya Matandara Clark. Diploma of Graduation, Second Class Honors. Soraya receives honor awards for HL Language and Literature, Global Politics, Biology, SL Mathematics AA, a CAS Honor Award, and Subject Awards for HL Biology and Global Politics. Laurelyn McCook. Diploma of Graduation, Second Class Honors. Laurelyn receives honor awards for HL Geography, Language and Literature, Biology, SL Mathematics AA, French B, a CAS Honor Award, and Subject Awards for HL Geography and SL French B. Summer McGee. Diploma of Graduation. Summer receives honor awards for HL Visual Arts, Language and Literature, History, and SL French B. Samantha Minot. Diploma of Graduation. Samantha receives honor awards for HL Language and Literature and SL Spanish B. Sienna Myrie. Diploma of Graduation. Sienna receives honor awards for HL History, Economics, Language and Literature. Sienna is also the recipient of a CAS Honor Award. Rachel Nita. Diploma of Graduation, Second Class Honors. Rachel receives honors awards for HL Economics, Visual Arts, Biology, SL Mathematics AI, Spanish AB, a CAS Honor Award, and Subject Awards for SL Mathematics AI and Biology. Soleil Panton. Diploma of Graduation, Second Class Honors. Soleil receives honor awards for HL Global Politics, History, SL Spanish B, and the Subject Award for HL History. Jamie Schultz. Diploma of Graduation. Jamie receives honor awards for HL Economics, Business and Management, and Spanish AB. Jamie is also the recipient of a CAS Honor Award. Olivia Sewell. Diploma of Graduation, Second Class Honors. Olivia receives honor awards for HL Mathematics AA, Visual Arts, SL Digital Society, and Spanish AB. A CAS Honor Award and Subject Awards for HL Mathematics AA, SL Digital Society, and Spanish AB. Ty Shirley. Diploma of Graduation. Ty receives honor awards for HL Language and Literature, Business and Management. Ty is also the recipient of a CAS Honor Award. Crystal Sibley. Diploma of Graduation. Crystal receives honor awards for HL Language and Literature, Global Politics, SL Environmental Systems, and Society. Dylan Sinclair. Diploma of Graduation, Second Class Honors. Dylan receives honor awards for HL Economics, SL Mathematics AA, Spanish B, Language and Literature. Dylan is also the recipient of a CAS Honor Award. Lori Skinner. Diploma of Graduation. Lori is the recipient of a CAS Honor Award. Tremani Smith. Diploma of Graduation. Tremani is the recipient of a CAS Honor Award. John Stewart. Diploma of Graduation. John receives an honor award for HL Digital Society. John is also the recipient of a CAS Honor Award. Abigail Taylor. Diploma of Graduation. Emily Upstone. Diploma of Graduation. Emily receives honor awards for HL Geography, Language and Literature, Visual Arts. Emily is also recipient of a CAS Honor Award. Zachary Williams. Diploma of Graduation. Zachary receives an honor award for HL Business and Management. Gray and White. Diploma of Graduation. Grayand receives honor awards for HL Business and Management, SL Mathematics AI. Grayand is also the recipient of a CAS Honor Award. Andy Zeng. Diploma of Graduation, Second Class Honors. Andy receives honor awards for HL Economics, Business and Management, SL Mathematics AA, and Spanish AB. Emily Zhu. Diploma of Graduation, Second Class Honors. Emily receives honor awards for HL Biology, Business and Management, Chemistry, SL Spanish B, Mathematics AA, Language and Literature. Emily also receives subject awards for HL Biology, Chemistry, SL Language and Literature. What a wonderful moment it has been to hear each name called, each story honored, and each journey celebrated. Today, we have not just announced names, we have acknowledged dreams fulfilled, obstacles overcome, and futures that are only just beginning. I now hand over to our capable Master of Ceremonies, Mrs. Paula Dean Steele Chambers. And thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you to our form teachers. Your job is not easy, so your diligence and guidance are greatly appreciated. Sir Holmes, I invite you to stay on stage. So as Miss Lowe would say, clap them. The IB program is a tough one. They have all done well. A round of applause to our graduates. Now, having received your diplomas, make sure your tassels are in the right position. You are now official graduates of high school. As we turn our tassels from the right to the left, we symbolically set our sights beyond the familiar shore. Each tassel flip is more than a tradition. It's a signal of courage, curiosity, and the readiness to chart new courses. Let's mark that step together after 3. Here's to the graduates of 2025. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Yes, it's supposed to be on the right. To the left. Thank you. We will now have the presentation of the Principal's Honor Roll. Now, the Principal's Honor Roll for the IB Diploma program is awarded to students in grade 13 here who achieve an overall average of 80% or higher. This threshold aligns with the performance level typically associated with a grade 7, the highest attainable score in IB assessments. It reflects exceptional scholarship, critical thinking, and a sustained commitment to academic excellence. These students have met the elevated expectations of a world-class curriculum and are well-positioned for success in top-tier universities and lifelong learning. This year, we have 4 awardees. In alphabetical order, this student, as HL subjects, did Language and Literature, Business Management, Global Politics. Her SL subjects are Spanish B, Mathematics AA, and Environmental Systems and Societies. Our first awardee is Miss Kenya Deere. Our next awardee for HL did Business Management and Biology. For SL, Spanish B, Math AA, Language and Literature. The second awardee is Jalissa James. Thank you. This awardee, her subjects are Language and Literature, Global Politics, Biology, Mathematics AA, and she is Soraya Matandara Clark. And our final awardee did Biology, HL, Business Management, Chemistry. For standard level, Spanish B, Mathematics AA, Language and Literature. And she is Emily Ivy Zhu. Congratulations to our awardees. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. We now move on to the charge to the graduates. I'm delighted to introduce Dr. Sakina Hayden Matthews, past student of mine. Her size is no match for her energy, personality, and vigor. But I'll invite Ms. Jalissa James, our past deputy head girl for lower school, to give the introduction. Jalissa?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Little but Talawa. That's Dr. Sakina Hayden Matthews in a nutshell. Born and raised in the Windward Road area in Kingston, her story is a whole vibe. From humble beginnings to purpose-driven greatness, wrapped in faith, discipline, and straight-up resilience. A proud alum of Vaz Preparatory School, Dr. Matthews then attended St. Andrew High School for Girls before making a bold leap to join Hillel Academy. There, she became a part of the first batch to take on the International Bachelorette Diploma program. How did she get there? A scholarship from a school that saw potential in a middle-class girl with big dreams and no watch no face energy. She went on to earn her MBBS at the University of the West Indies and later specialized in pediatrics. Now aiming to subspecialize in pediatric cardiology, Dr. Matthews currently serves as the only pediatrician in the public health centers across Kingston and St. Andrew, holding it down for the nation's children with love, skill, and purpose. But don't get it twisted. She's not just about books and medicine. Dr. Matthews is a devoted wife to a general surgeon, a proud mother of 2 beautiful children, and a woman anchored by faith. God is the CEO of her life and the foundation of her every move. She'll be the first to tell you, I never me do this by my own. A God run the ship. To him be all the glory. Her journey is top tier. Her story, mad real. And her message to this graduating class, stay solid, stay prayed up, stay focused. Success in this life isn't about who reaches first. It's about who endure, stay true, and move with purpose. So when Dr. Sakina Hayden Matthews steps up today, she's not just speaking as a doctor. She's standing as proof that with faith, grit, and a little island magic, you can go on big no matter where you start. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Dr. Matthews to the stage.
Oh my, who would do this to me? All right. Good night, everyone. Good night. That was really good, Julissa. That was amazing. That was amazing. All right, I'm a bit nervous because IB was a beast for me. And I hope I did, my graduates justice. So good evening, honorary guests, principals, teachers, staff, proud parents, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. You guys look good. You are beautiful, handsome, and you guys just look brilliant. And you make me feel old. All right. Now, before I start, don't worry. I'm not going to be long. I'm under the weather, so this will be short and spicy. And I'm going to be very vulnerable. Not a lot of people know this my history, and I'm willing to share it tonight. It's a fitting night. 15 years ago, yes, 15 years ago, I sat where you sit today, full of dreams, bit of uncertainty, and with no idea that one day I'd be invited back here to speak at this very graduation. In your Gen Talk, that's wild. My story didn't begin as how I'd wanted it to start, but it was full of purpose. I grew up in a home built on love, faith, and the kind of support that pushes you forward even when the road feels uphill. My father was an electrician, and my mother a compliance officer. They taught me that it's not always about where you start, but how you finish. At Vast Prep, for those who like Vast Prep, please say thank you. All right. I was often unsure of myself. I was teased at times, struggling with self-esteem. But I had something that can't be measured by grades or trophies. I had a foundation. My parents, your parents, my faith in God grounded me, and that's what's going to ground you. Thank you. When GSAT results came out, you guys did GSAT, right? Oh, okay. I was just checking for those who did GSAT or PEP or. I didn't get the school I had hoped for, but my parents, with quite determination, sought a transfer. And I attended the St. Andre High School for Girls. Thank you. That gave me an opportunity, and I embraced that opportunity fully. There I began to find my stride, awards, certificates, and when CSEC came, I sat 9 subjects and I passed them all with flying colors. I began to understand that with belief and hard work, anything was possible. Sixth form was the expected path, But then came a new opportunity. Mr. Lloyd Holmes visited our school and spoke about the IB Diploma program at Hillel Academy, a program that was just starting in Jamaica. It sounded bold, unfamiliar, and beyond anything I could imagine for myself. I told my father, Daddy, Hillel kind of feel out of reach for me, you know. And my father looked at me and said, if you feel it's right, try it. So I sent an email to Hillel. I shared my story, my results, and my dream. And to my great surprise and eternal gratitude to Hillel, they said yes. Starting here wasn't easy. I stepped into a world that was different, new faces, a new culture. Imagine walking into the school and you're like, okay, God, this is not Andrews. You're seeing boys. You're not seeing just girls. And you're like, God, what is going on? And he said, my child, I'm the one that placed you here. You don't need to be in the it circle when God already put it in his divine circle. Amen. Hillel became a place of growth for me, where I learned to challenge my limits, embrace discomfort like theory of knowledge. You guys did great. I was introduced to that. And aim beyond what I could see. While I didn't get to go overseas after graduation, because at the time it wasn't financially feasible, I held on to a deep conviction from my biology teacher, my higher level biology teacher. She's now Dr. Watson. That, Sakina, you're going to be a doctor. I entered the University of the West Indies with hope in my heart, but life, it always finds and tests me. Just before my exams, tragedy happened. My notes were gone, my nerves were shot, but I pushed through and I passed. From there, I never looked back. I earned my MBBS, I became a wife, a mother, and the pediatrician I was called to be. Residency came, thank you guys. Residency came with long hours. For those who want to be a doctor in the group, it's very long hours, and personally, you'll go through some heartbreaks with medicine. But I continued, and through God's grace, I was awarded top exam candidate for both Part 1 and Part 2 of the pediatric the program in Jamaica. As Jalissa told you, I serve as the only pediatrician in primary care that's dear to me in the Kingston and St. Andrew Health Department. I work daily to take care of those who help raise me, those who help to support me, those who help to drop me off to Hillel. I did this to serve my community. Now, what does this mean for you? It may seem your path might not look like the person next to you, but that's okay. Everybody always says that's cliche, but it's true. Nobody's path is going to be the same. You might not have it all figured out today, but your journey will unfold one day, one step at a time. And it means the bold dream inside you, that vision, that spark, is worth protecting. Please dream big enough that it scares you a little, because that's where growth lives. If your dream doesn't challenge you, they're not big enough. Now, on your language, now listen. I'm sorry parents are going to talk patois. Life are going to test you. Test you more than Instagram and TikTok challenges that gone wrong. But if God's purpose is for you and you're following God's purpose, no algorithm, nobody can stop you from getting what you are to get. Okay. Let me leave you with 3 thoughts and a little sum as you go beyond this horizon. 1, faith still moves mountains. Whether in God, in yourself, or in what's possible, hold on to faith. I held on to Jeremiah 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. And that is for you. Your beginning does not define your destiny. What matters is how you respond to it. With grace, with courage, with grit. Though your beginning was small, your latter end will increase abundantly. And that's from Job 8, verse 7. You realize I'm not looking at your parents or the crowd, I'm looking to you. So the third thing is use what's in your hand. You don't need to have it all to start. Start with what you have. You guys have all of those accolades. Start with it. You start where you are and you give it your all. I don't know, I'm very old school, but like Kevin Downswell said, you make me stronger. I didn't feel strong in the moments when I had to go through IB, I had to go through university. But God was building muscle. And when the journey gets long, remember what Coffee said, because you guys listen to these things, you know, gratitude is a must. Your parents, show them gratitude. Everybody that's leading and guiding you along this way, show them gratitude. No matter how far you run, never forget where you started. But never let where you started stop you, because it didn't stop me. To the staff of Hillel, oh, I get to cry. Thank you. You took a chance with a student who didn't quite fit the mold, and in so doing, you changed my life. Now, to the parents in the crowd, I'm doing this for my mom and my dad, I am saying you did absolutely well. Even you pulled them across the finish line. They didn't know how much hard, well, they probably know enough, but at the same time, they don't know how much prayer and sacrifices you guys made for them to be on that podium now. So I'm going to ask you guys to clap your parents. Give them their flowers. Yeah, and then parents, clap yourself now, because you're a bigger group now. So parents and sacrifices may go unnoticed now. Maybe 15 years from now, they're going to appreciate more of you like how I appreciate my parents. Wishing I never had to pay bills, but hey. But they're the unseen wings behind every soaring success. You have done more than enough. And to you, class of 2025, be bold, be brave, and be unstoppable. You are ready. You are brilliant. You are the bold dream. You are the bright future. Now go beyond the horizon. It's your time. Thank you.
Hillel Panthers. So I have two public service announcements. First one, the driver of CL 1451 Toyota pickup, your lights are on. You may go do so if you're in here. And the second one is, we want to take more risks, just as we did with Sakina. So this year we have done close to 90 interviews for students wanting to do the IB Diploma program. We need help. Many Sakinas are there just waiting to bloom. So Auntie Laurie's here. Please feel free to talk to her or send her an email thereafter. But Sakina, thank you. I have to call you Sakina because that's what we know, right? 15 years ago, I was here, and it's time for me to leave. But thank you. I wish you continued success as you continue to chart your own course, you know? Hearing your story has definitely added perspective to me, but I believe reminded us that stepping into the unknown, as you say, isn't something to fear. It's where bold dreams take root and bright futures begin to pulse like a heartbeat just beyond the horizon. Thanks again, Hillel Panthers. Yeah. All right, so we're moving on to the special and major awards. And we're going to begin with the sports award. And so I invite Mr. Dexter Bennett to come to the stage. This award goes to students who have been enthusiastic, reliable, and talented team players in inter-school and house competitions. For the girls, we have 2 awardees. The first one is from Carmel. Yeah, she's the was the vice captain of the school's volleyball team. Consistent throughout her time here, by grade 13, the positive impact of sports on her was clear. She emerged as a leader for younger students, encouraging them to stay committed and work hard. The first recipient of the Sports Awards female is none other than Asha Davis. Our second recipient is from Masada. Volleyball, table tennis, football. She showed strong commitment to all 3, always supporting and encouraging her teammates even when she wasn't on the court. This is none other than Grand Webb. And the male recipient, just one, he's from Carmel as well, captain of the under-19 football team. His work ethic is inspiring. He always gives 100% on the field. He's a true leader who always has a positive attitude and a great example of what a footballer should be like. He's very committed to training and games. Even when he's not at school, he comes back to play football. And he's always trying to improve. He will certainly be missed. The recipient is Benjamin Chedison. Mr. Bennett. We move on to the CAS Award. The Creativity, Activity, and Service Award is awarded to the student who has contributed to community through exemplary participation in a range of collaborative projects and experiences that span creativity, activity, and the service. The student has been an outstanding role model for peers through their experiential learning journey due to their responsible decision-making and problem-solving, excellent interpersonal skills, and reflective approach. The recipient of this award is tirelessly committed to bringing out positive change and has demonstrated enthusiasm and commitment throughout the period. This year, it's not just one, it's all of 6 awardees. Their activities spanning philanthropy, commitment to creativity, service, and physical activities, as well as advocacy in many different forms. Our first recipient is Kenya Deer. Sorry, Mr. Smith, you will do those presentations. Thank you. Next, we have Emily Lee. Followed by Soraya Matandara Clark. Laura Lynn McCook. Sienna Myrie. And finally, Lori Skinner. Thank you. And we move on to Theory of Knowledge. This will be presented by Mrs. Kim Fraser. Please come to the stage. And this award goes to the student who has embodied the spirit of intellectual inquiry and who, through class discussions, has demonstrated an appreciation of the philosophical nature of the course. Again, this year we have 5 recipients. The first recipient is Asha Davis. The next awardee is Jalissa James. Then Soraya Matandara Clark. Saleh Panton. And Emily Zhu. Thank you, Mrs. Fraser. We move on to the Sheila Purdom Creative and Performing Arts Award. And this goes to the student who has made a significant contribution to the life of the school through the creative and performing arts. I invite Mr. Hall to come to the stage to do this presentation. And as he makes his way, I'll read a little blurb presented to me by Auntie Nushi for this recipient. Must acknowledge. From K1 to grade 13, this graduate has lit up the Hillel stage with talent, heart, and creativity. A true quadruple threat in theater, visual arts, musical theater, and dance. He's inspired us all with his energy and commitment. Whether in the spotlight or behind the scenes, he's a driving force in the performing arts family. Shine on, Ty. The stage is yours. The recipient, the awardee is Ty Shirley. I invite Auntie Nushi to the stage. Auntie Nushi? Wessel? Captain Moore?
Yeah, we're kinda important, for real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal, and my friends are some big deals. Very, very, very important, for real. I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important, for real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal, and my friends are some big deals. Very, very, very important, for real. I'm a big deal, and my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important.
Thank you, that's so heartwarming. Thanks, Auntie Nushi, thanks, Mr. Hall. Moving right along to the major awards, and the first in this section is the Citizenship Award. This goes to the student who has demonstrated outstanding support for goals of the class, house, and the school. The student should possess a sense of responsibility, initiative, and good moral values. Like many of our other awards, there's more than one. We have 6 awardees. The first one is Daksh Banerjee, but he's not here to receive his award. Yes. Next, we have Ajani Campbell. Oh, yes. And Mrs. Grant McClintock will make those presentations. Hopal. So when they get excited, forget to call up people. Ajani? Next, Kenya Deer. Followed by Jalissa James. Soraya Matandara Clark. And finally, Jamie Scholes. Thank you. Mr. Holmes, please make your way to the stage to present the Principal's Award, which goes to the boy and girl achieving the highest cumulative average in academic subjects. Yeah, man. And our female awardee is Kenya Deer. And the male achieving the highest cumulative average in academic subjects is Sohan Shatani. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. So Sohan is off to España for higher education. Good stuff. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Hall, please come to the stage to make the presentation for the Hillel IB Hillel Award. Now, this is our highest accolade, and it goes to the student who has exemplified the characteristics in the IB learner profile. These three students have demonstrated a dynamic combination of knowledge, skills, independent, critical, and creative thought, and international mindedness, with emphasis on intellectual, personal, emotional, and social growth through all domains of knowledge. These students have supported the school in sports and other co-curricular and house activities, have a caring and responsible attitude towards community service, and have demonstrated leadership skills in at least one aspect of school life. The female awardee is, thank you, Soraya Matandara Clark.
I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important. For real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important.
There are two males. One is absent, Daksh Banerjee. Give him a round of applause in his absence. Very integral in school life. And the second is child. The second is the past president of the Yes Club. We Bleed Blue. And our former head boy, Zachary Williams.
Yeah, we're kinda important. For real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deals. Very, very, very important.
Well, no. Thank you, Dr. Hall. Huge congratulations to all our awardees this evening. And so now we move on to the special item, which will be a performance by our teacher choir ensemble. They're gonna bring the house down. I invite the trio to make their way to the stage. Clap them as they come, please. in a world where few hearts survive.
All I know is the way I feel, and if it's real, I'm gonna keep it alive. For the road, so the road is long. There are mountains in our way, but we climb still higher every day. Oh, love lifts us up where we belong, where the eagles fly on a mountain high. Love lifts us up where we belong, from the world we know, where the clear winds blow. You see some hang on to what used to be. Start living your life looking behind.
All we have is you right now, and our lives are in you to find.
For the road, so the road is long. There are mountains in our way, but we'll climb still higher every day. Oh, Lord, lift us up where we belong, where the eagles fly on a mountain high. Love lifts us up where we belong, from the world we know, where the clear winds blow. See, time goes by, and sometimes we cry, but we'll make it together, you and I. Lord, lift us up where we belong, where the eagles fly on a mountain high. Lord, lift us up where we belong, from the world we know, where the clear winds blow. Lord, lift us up where we belong, where the eagles fly on a mountain high. Lord, lift us up where we belong, from the world we know, where the clear winds blow.
Oh yeah,
oh yeah, oh yeah. Love lifts us up where we belong.
Thank you, Trio. Hillel's Got Talent. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Give them a round of applause again, please. Pardon us, gone are the days when the graduations used to be an hour and a half. when we had 20 students. Now we have all of 48. So, you know, we have to celebrate all of them, all right? But we're getting there. We're moving on to the valedictory address. And this student's journey has been shaped by curiosity, commitment, and a steady drive to understand and engage with the world around her. Since joining Hillel Academy in grade 10, she has approached both academics and life with a quiet tenacity. For her extended essay, she explored how resilient Kingston's agro-food processing plants are to climate change and what could be done to improve their adaptability. That same practical, future-focused mindset is visible in many aspects of her life, from marathon running and her growing interest in philanthropy to being a reliable presence in group work and student leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our former deputy head girl for upper school, Kenya Dare, as she shares her reflections and hopes for the journey ahead.
It's time. The sun is setting, dusk is approaching, yet a new dawn is already rising, blurring the lines between ending and beginning. If you know me, you know I love a good sunset. Yet, this one carries a subtle but unmistakably profound feeling. It's not just the end of a day, but it's the end of a chapter. A chapter that seemed to move painfully slowly at first, but somehow, in a flash, here we are, at the close of a messy masterpiece we've spent the past 2 years putting together. Our grade has always been a bit, let's say, unconventional, which might be the most politically correct way to describe us. However, I'm sure our teachers may choose some alternative adjectives. And honestly, they wouldn't be entirely wrong. If we were a puzzle, half the pieces would be frayed, some bent, and some from different boxes entirely. But together, imperfect as we were, we made something whole. A beautifully chaotic piece like the horizon at dusk, uncertain, yet full of promise. Good evening, teachers, parents, families, friends, and of course, most importantly, to my fellow graduates. It is an honor to stand before you tonight as your valedictorian. When I received the news that I would be giving this speech tonight, I'll be honest, it was bittersweet. Sure, there was that small spark of pride, which for me isn't the easiest thing to lean into. But that pride was quickly overshadowed by the realization that I now had more work, one last assignment, just when I thought I had finally escaped it. Honestly, I wasn't even sure where to begin. I tried asking around, seeing if anyone had a special memory they'd want to be included. Luca replied, and I quote, "No, I spent the first week of break letting go of the trauma," which, to be honest, captures a certain truth about the IB experience more accurately than anything I could say. My father, on the other hand, was absolutely over the moon, overflowing with pride, not just for me, his daughter, but I'm pretty sure a little for himself too. He shared the news with quite literally every single person he knows, much to my quiet disapproval and his lack of restraint. But in his celebration, I was reminded of something important, that none of us made it here alone. Behind every one of us is a community, caring parents, relentless teachers, and loyal friends. They were the light behind the sunset, the ones who pushed us forward when we wanted to give up. As I continue, I would like to take a moment to honor Mr. Martin. A teacher whose presence and impact extended far beyond the walls of his classroom, and whose absence is deeply felt. I wasn't even in his class, yet I often found myself in the math department asking for help. No matter how busy he was, Mr. Martin never turned me or anyone away. I asked a few of his students to share memories, and their responses painted a picture of someone deeply dedicated, lively, and endlessly supportive. One that stood out was from Emily Lee, who recalls sending Mr. Martin a panicked message at 7 p.m. on a Sunday about a math past paper question. Not only did he respond, he got on a Zoom call with both his class and the other AI math class and walked them through the entire paper. That's the kind of teacher Mr. Martin was. And that's the kind of dedication that lives throughout Hillel Academy. He is just one of the many educators who poured their energy, patience, and passion into helping us succeed, not just academically, but as people. But it wasn't just the teachers. What makes Hillel truly special is that every single member of the Hillel family had an impact on us in one way or another, whether they realized it or not. From the security guards who greeted us each morning, to the cafeteria staff who somehow knew when we needed a little extra food or kindness, to the ancillary team who kept our spaces clean and comforting. Some of my favorite little moments were quick chats with Miss Erica on the way to the bathroom. Short, simple conversations that somehow always made the day feel a bit lighter. And with all that support, we made it. Thank you all for being the wind beneath our wings. And speaking of support, I want to take a moment to thank my mom. She's the one who pulled me out of bed when I felt like I couldn't do it. And the one who left behind her life in Montego Bay to ensure I could chase mine. More than just my mother, she's been my best friend, my cheerleader, and my constant. Sorry. I wouldn't be standing here without you, Mom. And I know I'm not alone in that. I can only imagine the support systems that carried each of us step by step toward the horizon in front of us. And just like that, with the strength of those who stood behind us, our families, or friends, or teachers, we stepped into the challenge ahead. Orientation marked that first step to a winding, often maddening maze that challenged us from the start. Here, we were given a brutal awakening to this rigorous program we had just signed up for. Most, if not all of us, were filled with regret, doubt, and felt discouraged before we had even begun. In the beginning, it felt like we were all just finding our footing, each of us climbing our own steep path, unsure of where it would lead. But slowly, step by step, we rose. We stumbled, but we kept going. Grade 12 seemed manageable for the most part. IAs were just a distant worry, reserved for some later, braver version of ourselves. We were faced with a few practice English oral exams, an unimaginable amount of CAS reflections, and a rather unforgettable ESS and geography field trip. One that, believe it or not, involved us being chased by a cow in a river. And in that moment of crisis, I learned something important about the boys in our grade. Chivalry is dead. I was promptly shoved to the front and became a human shield. But even in those chaotic, ridiculous moments, we were building something real. A messy, beautiful sunset that brought us here today. And just when we thought we had finally found our rhythm, along came grade 13. No amount of brutal warnings could have truly prepared us for what was coming. It was a whirlwind of deadlines and late nights. Every day brought something new and something due. Caught between college applications, IA and EE submissions, the TOK exhibition and essay, and the demands of the science and CAS fairs, we were stretched to our limits, barely holding ourselves together. Fontana ran out of trifolds, and our block looked less like a place of learning and more like a cardboard battlefield. It seemed no one had time to prepare until the morning of. At times, our grade felt more disconnected than ever, pulled in different directions, overwhelmed, and burnt out. Yet, we still found ways to be the wonderfully dysfunctional family we were. From an impromptu water war during lunch, to heated shouting matches, and the occasional questionable wrestling match, to a surprisingly peaceful senior sunset. Graduation pictures was another one of those rare, unified moments. That single snapshot gave us more than smiles. It gave us hope. It reminded us that what carried us through wasn't just resilience, but each other. And standing there, framed by caps, gowns, and futures still unwritten, I realized something. The horizon isn't the end. It's an invitation. It's not where the journey stops. It's where bold dreams begin and where our bright future is waiting. But before we walk off into that sunrise, I want us to remember something else. We are incredibly privileged to receive the kind of education we have, to have been supported by this community, to sit here today. This is not the reality of many. If there's one lesson I hope we carry with us beyond IB, it's the power of service. Every one of us completed a CAS project. We gave time, effort, and heart to people or causes that needed support. That wasn't just a requirement. It was a reminder that what we do for others matters, that giving back is not just important, it is a necessary part of humanity. So my message to you is this. Let's not get caught up in solely acquiring credentials. Remember, our greatest measure is not what we gain, but what we give. It is through each other's that our humanity becomes whole. So let's take what we've gained, our opportunities, our experiences, and the lessons we've learned, not just to move ahead, but to lift others as we go. That's how we make the world just a little bit better. And as we do, step by step, hand in hand, we look ahead. Because what lies before us isn't just a path to success, but a horizon filled with promise. So as we step forward today, let's not be afraid of how vast the horizon looks. Let's run toward it. Let's dare to dream boldly, even when the path isn't clear, even when we think we're not ready, because the truth is, we are. Every challenge, every late night, every small victory prepared us for this moment. The horizon doesn't mark the limit of what we can do. It marks the start of what we're about to become. So here's to chasing dreams that scare us, to lighting up every space we enter, and to building a future brighter than we ever imagined. We're not done. We're just getting started. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Kenya, for your warm and reflective message. We're moving on to the presentation of tokens. So this cohort has given me corn on my chest. The teachers, high BP, in their non-compliance with deadlines. So these tokens are really an expression of their gratitude for perseverance, for putting up with all their, I'll call it, bad behavior. So we take it, we are appreciative. We thank the parents for, organizing this part of the program. And so we begin with the first person who we want to extend our gratitude, our thanks to, is Dr. Hall, and that will be presented by Zachary Williams. Dr. Hayden Matthews, make your way, prepare yourself. And Jamie, you will do that presentation. Jamie? All right. Doctor? Jamie will do that. Jamie? You're short. Thank you. Mr. Rosenblum. All right. Mr. Holmes? No, Mr. Holmes. All right. Marissa, sorry. Miss Bailey, Sir Rosenblum, please come. Yuki? Mr. Rosenblum. Latoya, Miss Bailey. Grian, you will do that presentation. Mr. Hall, please collect for Mrs. Hall. Joshua. Come. Miss Bailey. And Grand. Samantha, Mr. Hall, Mr. Holmes. Next, Mr. Holmes, then Mr. Hall. Mr. Smith, Laura Lynn. Go, sir. Let's not be so long with the photos. Mr. Hall, you'll collect for Mrs. Hall. Yes. Mrs. Gibson Brown. Laura, Mr. Smith, Javon, Mrs. Gibson. Hang on, Laura. You have to wait for the presentation. Yes. Yes. All right, Mr. Smith and Javon, Miss Linton for the TOK. Asha, Mrs. Jarrett, Miss Linton, Asha, Mrs. Jarrett, Benji. Okay. All right, Soraya. Mrs. Jarrett. Mrs. Fraser, E.E. John. Let us move it up. From college, Emily Lee, Mrs. Amanda Jardine, Jordan. Don't take long with the process, okay? Ah, yes. Mrs. Jarrett, then Mrs. Fraser. Miss Francis. Emily? Yes, college. Yes, you next. Oh, college, yes. Hang on, Amanda. Yes, our college co. Thanks for the amazing work that they do. Yes, clap them. Thank you. Miss Francis, from the main administration office, Mrs. Laura Macmillan Thompson, please, and thank you. Lori. And Auntie Lori will also collect for high school secretary, Miss Keisha Williams. Dylan, go as well. Lori, oh yeah. Miss Francis, calling Miss Francis. And the ancillary staff. Ajani will do that presentation. Anybody? Auntie Erica? Auntie Erica, please make your way to the stage. Thank you, and that wraps up. Come, Auntie Erica, yes. She had to come get this, hairstyle for them. Yes. Marissa, to me. Moving right along. Can take picture later. All right, thank you so much. We are now going to have a performing arts item by our graduates. Are we ready? Yes? Chord.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna yeah. I've been working hard for so long. Seems like pain has been my only friend. My fragile heart's been broke so long. I wondered if I'd ever heal again. Oh, and just like all the seasons never stay the same. All around me I can feel a change. Oh, I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins.
Guys, we need to be celebrating.
You're so right. It's been a wild year.
A long one, but a really fun one, I'd say.
The IAs, the EEs, the TOK, all the assessments.
But guess what? We're almost there.
We're almost
there.
But that's just gonna have to wait a while. Ain't got time for messing around, and it's not my style. This old town will slow you down, people taking the easy way. But I know exactly where I'm going. I'm getting closer and closer every day, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People around here think I'm crazy, but I don't care. Trials and tribulations, I've had my share. But there ain't nothing gonna stop me now, 'cause I'm almost there. Trials and tribulations, you know I've had my share. But I've climbed the mountain and I've crossed the river. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. We're almost there.
Thank you, ladies. Indeed, we're almost there. July 6th is just around the corner, but as it relates to the program, yes, we're almost there. We're at the time where we're going to have our vote of thanks. Yes, July 6th is the day the results come out. We're almost there. Now, as we near the close of the program, it's only fitting we pause to extend our gratitude to all those who have contributed to this cohort's journey. To deliver the vote of thanks, I invite a young lady who joined Hillel in grade 7 and has steadily been writing her own story, quite literally. An emerging author of 4 novels, she brings diligence, focus, and a calm confidence to everything she does. For her extended essay, she examined the impact of the Red Power movement, 1960 to 1970, on the lives of Native Americans, a topic as bold and thoughtful as she is. She's a passionate change maker with a strong commitment to sustainability and youth empowerment, firmly believing that partnership is key to amplifying youth voices and securing a sustainable future for Jamaica. Her stature belies her journey, and her resume needs footnotes. Please help me to welcome our former head girl, Soraya Matandara Clark.
Got adjusted, I'm short, yep. All right. All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my fellow graduates, good evening. My name is Sarai Matandar Clark, and it is my honor to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of my IB graduating class of 2025. Our theme for this event is Beyond the Horizons, Bold Dreams, Bright Future. And honestly, after surviving the IB program, I think it's safe to say that we have been set up to take challenges with a stride and dream big. This year, we've gone through it all. Internal assessments, extended essays, theory of knowledge, and just enough existential dread to last a lifetime. I think my class will agree with me when I say we have definitely tried, tested, emotionally, physically, mentally, and psychologically, and yet somehow we've made it to this moment. Maybe a little sleep deprived, but stronger, wiser, and with better time management skills. Well, sort of. We wouldn't be standing here without the incredible support of our parents, teachers, and the entire Hillel community. You cheered us on, stayed patient when we were overwhelmed, and reminded us, sometimes with snacks, that we could keep going. You saw the light at the end of the tunnel, even when we weren't sure there was the end of a tunnel. Now, here we stand at a new threshold. Some of us are heading off to college, others to gap years, internships, or creative ventures. Whatever our next steps may be, one thing is clear. We are ready to dream boldly, ready to laugh, learn, and live even more fully. The bright future we talk about, it wasn't handed to us. It was built day by day, with every challenge we faced, every success we celebrated, and every lesson we learned. At Hillel, we didn't just gain knowledge, we gained character, resilience, friendships, and an unshakable belief in our potential. In the words of Melody Beatty, gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Just as we've been celebrated for these past few hours, we now wish to return the favor to you. Without these people, today just wouldn't have been the same. For a school that has thrived for over 50 years, it's no surprise that excellence is not just tradition, it's vision. That's why we must first express our deepest thanks to Mr. Philip Henriquez, chairman of the board, and all the dedicated board members, and Dr. Hall, who stepped in today to present us with our awards. Thank you for your steadfast leadership and for guiding Hillel Academy with foresight and wisdom. To Mr. Stephen Henriquez, thank you for grounding us with spiritual strength through your invocation. Your words reminded us of the deeper values we hold as a community. To Dr. Sakina Hayden Matthews, your charge was both stirring and empowering. Thank you for giving us words that we will carry into the next chapter of our lives. It truly means a lot. To the exceptional graduation committee, Mr. Lloyd Holmes, Ms. Tanessia Francis, Mrs. Pauladine Steele Chambers, Ms. Natoya Gibson-Brown, Ms. Latoya Bailey, Ms. Joylene Hall, and Ms. Michelle Williams, your incredible patience and hard work brought this celebration to life. We are so grateful for your devotion. A special thank you to Mrs. Sue Ann McKnight for designing our beautiful programs, diplomas, and certificates. You brought a touch of elegance to every detail. To Ms. Joan Fraser and Ms. Tanessia Francis, thank you for your care and coordination at the trophy table. Your attention made each award so much more special. To our phenomenal ancillary team led by Mr. Hyatt, thank you for the endless hours spent setting up, cleaning, and ensuring that our school was always a place where learning could thrive. A round of applause to our warm and welcoming Hillel ambassadors who helped guide our guests with poise and hospitality. You added a special shine to this evening. A heartfelt appreciation goes out to our technical and decor teams, Brian's Photo Studios for capturing memories that we'll cherish for a lifetime, Sparkle's Production for transforming this space with lighting and stage design, Mr. Paul Bennett and Lorenzo Hall for flawlessly managing our music, sound, and video. You made the magic run smoothly. Audiovisual concepts for the stunning digital backdrops that elevated our ceremony. Mr. Kenroy Burgess and Mr. Williard Wells, thank you for bringing this event into homes with your expert streaming services. To Ms. Marcia McPherson, Kadian Dixon, and Mrs. Tina Kirkpatrick, thank you for the breathtaking decor and floral arrangements. And to Lasagna Grant Sanderson for designing this spectacular digital backdrop, your creativity shines. To our general support system, Mr. Rosenblum, our head of school, you've given us many laughs and you've taught us the power of cultural reasoning and understanding. To Mr. Lloyd Holmes, our principal, for championing our development at every turn. To Mrs. Daily Alert, our PTA president, for always working behind the scenes to support us, and our ever-loving Auntie Laverne. To Mrs. Paula Dean Steele Chambers, vice principal and acting IB coordinator, for guiding us through the IB with care and structure. To Ms. Farika Atkins and Ms. Tanessia Francis, for shaping our voices for tonight. For Mr. Anthony Miller, thank you for being our coach through the trial and error process of speech writing. Your honesty and guidance made us so much better. To the administrative staff and our library team, thank you for printing resources, calming nerves, and always being there when we needed support, and an extra stapler. We couldn't have done it without you. A warm thank you to Mrs. Arlene Lynn and the canteen staff, whose meals sustained us through our long days, late study sessions. Whether it was grilled cheese, paninis, or the must-have soup, your kitchen was our comfort. To our ever-watchful security team, thank you for keeping us safe, even during the most chaotic extra lessons and exam preps. And now to our beloved grade 13 teachers. What can we say? You stayed up late, explained topics for the 100th time, and pushed us to reach for more, even when we were ready to give up. Whether we were confused, panicked, or celebrating small wins, you stood with us. Your dedication means everything. And we must take a moment to honor Mr. Martin, Martin to many, a brilliant math teacher who sadly passed. You didn't just teach us formulas, you gave us laughter, unforgettable memories, and a sense of comfort in chaos. Your quirks were one of a kind, and your presence lit up every room, and we were so lucky to know him, and his absence today is deeply felt. Mr. Martin, we miss you, thank you for everything, and we carry you with us. To our parents and guardians, thank you for your unwavering support, your sacrifices, and your belief in us, even when we doubted ourselves. You've held us together with love and patience. This is your celebration too. To our form teachers, Miss Latoya Bailey, the fearless leader of the Wolfpack, Mrs. Joylene Hall, our ever-loving Auntie Joy, and Mrs. Natoya Gibson Brown, the steady, comforting guide. You've offered advice, encouragement, and occasional snacks. We leaned on you more than you know. To our parent representatives, Mrs. Michelle Williams and Mrs. Malayla Matandara Clark, thank you for working behind the curtain to ensure things ran smoothly. And a special thank you to Mrs. Marie Smith of the Face Place for supporting the grade 13 parents with the tokens of gratitude, and to Muita Beckford for your support today. Finally, to Ms. Tanessia Francis, our event coordinator, thank you for orchestrating the entire celebration. Your dedication and eye for detail made this event flawless. You've truly given us a day to remember. And to everyone else who played a role in this journey, no matter how big or small, thank you. You made these years not only bearable, but beautiful. To our families, our mentors, and the entire Hillel community, you helped us stand here today. You believed in us. And even before we believed in ourselves, and thank you for that, we are endlessly grateful. So now, as we take the final bow and prepare to go beyond the horizons, know that we're carrying your lessons, love, and laughter with us into every bold dream, every bright tomorrow, and yes, probably into a few more late night deadlines too. Thank you.
Thank you, Soraya. Continue riding each wave with courage toward the bright horizon. So yes, we're at the close of our ceremony. And so I encourage us to do it with pride and a perspective. To our graduates, turning tassels may seem symbolic, but they mark something very real. The moment you step from one chapter into the unknown. In a world where uncertainty is a daily headline, where conflict, division, and instability often challenge our sense of hope, your bold dreams matter more than ever. You've proven your resilience, your capacity to think critically, and your ability to grow. Now, you stand at the edge of new horizons, not just as learners, but as voices the world urgently needs. To our parents and family members, your steady presence has been the anchor. While it may feel like your role is shifting, your place in their lives is not fading, it's evolving. You remain their lighthouse, their reminder of where they come from, and their encouragement as they navigate forward. Together, let us continue to believe in the power of potential, in the promise of perseverance, and in the beauty of possibility, just beyond the horizon. Congratulations, class of 2025. Go boldly. Thank you. And we're going to have now the IB highlights of our graduates, followed by the school song, and then the graduates will recess. You will stand for them as they do the recession.
It's a life relief from a bad habit. It's my mother's cooking when I can't have it. It's the last train home for the day tripping. It's the place I know when it starts slipping. Darling, won't you take me
What is going on? Is that duty calls?
Miss, look at the chem exam. Look what it is.
My family doesn't pay $17,000 for my phone to get ruined from taken away from me. You quote that when I see it.
It is not necessary. I want to go to bed.
You have stated killing something on both ends. What did my people do to you? You and that's a right to murder? You hear it?
Going to the job interview, I was like, yeah. After my job interview, I was like, sorry, sir, we can't have you here. And he's like, why not? Because, yeah.
Look at the pink science fair. How's this doing?
Had this for 5 days.
Bye, Luca.
You pronounce so many letters that word tonight.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. The only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all. count your days, but they all add up. When the sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. Wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain, but until my moment comes, I'll say I did it all. This world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. There was every broken bone. I swear I lived. Home, a place where I can go. Take this off my shoulder.
Sir, we're going to see a different side today.
Sir, actually, one man. Place where I can go to take this off my shoulder. Someone take me home.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Slipping through my fingers all the time. I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in the mind? Each time I think I'm close to knowing, she keeps on growing. Slipping through my fingers.
Thank you. Family, including family, past students who still think Hillel events are a thing, it was truly a pleasure sharing this occasion with you. It would not have been possible without your presence, your support, and love. We thank you for contributing to this beautiful and memorable evening. We will stand for the recession of the graduates. Oh, the school song, sorry. We will sing the school song, graduates, for the final time before we have the recession. Thanks, Auntie Lori. Everybody knows it, so let us sing. We will walk the road together, hand in hand,
Working side by side to stand.
out of many people we are you to Hillel. When I say Hillel, you say Panthers. Hillel? 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 There we go. Congrats. Recession, please. Oh, the hat toss. I hear you do the hat toss. Pardon? All right, after the count of 3. 1. 1. 1. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hey, somebody has to stay behind. All right, thank you, graduates. Have a good evening. Get home safe, everyone. The recession, please.
I swear it's a truth, and I